Welcome to The Interest. I'm Katie Jensen. Today we'll hear some lovely poetry by our own Vincent Valvo in Poetic Moments in Mortgage. Then up next, we'll see how the market forecast is looking in NMP's Mortgage Meteorology Report featuring our own Sarah Wolak. But first, we're excited to announce the bold and stylish return of California Broker magazine with none other than broker owner Kelly Rivas, aka the Mortgage Queen, on the cover. When it comes to making an entrance or dressing to impress, Rivas definitely takes the crown. For originators who'd like a little fashion and career advice, stay tuned.
It's hard wearing a crown. It is my opportunity to especially let women know, because it's such a male-dominant industry that we're in, that women can do it.
Kelly Rivas, broker owner and CEO of Kelly Mortgage Center, may also be referred to as Mortgage Queen, or Your Highness, as some of her account executives like to address her. Upon taking a glance at her crown, you might think, who would ever take that lady seriously? But that response is the exact problem she is attempting to solve. Some women are afraid to divert away from the blue and gray pantsuits, thinking they won't be taken seriously by others in the industry. But Rivas has found that her style has the exact opposite effect.
It's gotten me through many, many doors, to be quite honest with you. Care about the way you look. Care about your body and keeping healthy, keeping your mind healthy.
Seeing Rivas in her full glam, it may be hard to imagine she didn't always have that much confidence, not only in her appearance, but in her competence as well. It all began when Rivas was just 22 years old. She was a recently divorced single mother looking for some work that would allow her family to live a more comfortable life.
I mean, there was some points where it was kind of a struggle, but I'll tell you what, if you're going to be in any industry where you need to make some money to take care of your kid, this is it.
Of course, it takes more than wearing a crown to earn the title of queen, but Rivas does not fall short. Given the amount of philanthropy she does and the amount of care she shows her borrowers, employees, and referral partners, it's clear she's a very gracious and charitable queen at that.
So this is a week-long, it's a youth entrepreneurship camp where we're teaching entrepreneurship and financial literacy. So basically what we do is we teach them what it looks like to start a business from A to Z, but we're also in the interim teaching them business acumen.
Being a queen, however, does not mean you are immune to the struggles the rest of the industry is facing. After the financial crisis, she put her brokerage business on hold to work at Citibank's call center, helping borrowers navigate or prevent the foreclosures of their home. While she said it was fulfilling to save so many homes from foreclosure, it also made her recognize the lack of financial literacy among borrowers and the lack of empathy from people in the industry.
And I am literally in a call center where people can give a damn if you lost your home or saved it or whatever. And I was really upset by it. So I wrote a book and I let everybody know it was a paperwork process. People are losing their homes because their documents are getting lost through the cracks.
To hear more about the Mortgage Queen's royal ascent, check out the full story at nationalmortgageprofessional.com. For The Interest, I'm Katie Jensen.
We all dream of owning a home, but for too long, if you didn't fit the mold, you were stuck. Stuck because the system worked for everyone except you. We've changed that. Angel AI uses advanced AI technology to give a 100% trusted solution and fast answers for worry-free financing, allowing you to achieve fair and equal access to lending. Angel AI. AI you can bank on.
In a land where houses were scarce, folks roamed around in despair. No grace, with wallets full of dreams so grand, they searched high and low across the land. But alas, there were too few to find, leaving hopeful buyers in a bind. They scoured the streets and neighborhoods wide for a cozy abode where they could reside. They knocked on doors, but no luck came as sellers played a tricky game. Sorry, not selling, they would say, leaving buyers blue, come what may. The market was tight, competition fierce. Each available home a treasure to pierce. Bidding wars erupted left and right as buyers fought with all their might. Some resorted to building from scratch, but permits and delays threw them off track. Others considered living in trees or perhaps a cozy cave, if you please. Realtors scratched their heads in dismay with too few listings to save the day. They tried to reassure, to no avail, as buyers lamented their house hunting trail. So, if you're seeking a home to buy, prepare for a journey that might make you sigh, for in this tale of too few houses for sale, the quest of a dwelling becomes a funny tale.
I'm LaDonna Lockard. You might recognize me from Smashing the Crystal Ball. Now I'm shaking things up and bringing you an all-new segment where we'll unpack top-tier industry insights in record time. Tune into Maximum Conversations in minimal time every Thursday on The Interest, starting next week.
Welcome back to this week's Mortgage Meteorology, where we'll touch on all things to do with the overall climate of the housing market, not just in our neighborhood, but yours too. A recent Redfin report says that nearly half of U.S. homeowners and renters are treading water when it comes to affording their housing payments. That's just the latest update in the state of housing affordability and home price storms across the country. Meanwhile, Zillow named the best markets for first-time buyers, which is a beam of sunshine despite the affordability deluge. Zillow says the market with an optimal forecast for these first-time buyers is St. Louis, Missouri, with just under 67% of listings being affordable. Following closely is Detroit, Michigan, with about 64%. Let's check in with the latest scoop on foreclosure activity. Over 95,000 U.S. properties were victims of foreclosure filing storms during the first quarter of 2024. That's unfortunately warmed up 3% from the previous quarter, but when you look at the bigger picture, it's cooled down about 1% from a year ago. In March alone, just under 33,000 properties saw foreclosure filings, which is just a dusting compared to last year's blizzard of filings, which were 10% above this number. Let's look at the states battling these bitter conditions. The top 3 states that had 100 or more foreclosure starts in Q1 2024 and saw the greatest quarterly increase were New Hampshire, Illinois, and Florida. Let's hope that sunny skies lie ahead for both affordability and foreclosure activity to hopefully take some atmospheric pressure off the market. I'll meet you back here next week for your updated housing market barometer.
For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to nationalmortgageprofessional.com.